HomeComing! That's right, guys. It was homecoming weekend for JSU Tigers against Alabama A&M. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, it was some folks that showed up big in this game, and it was some folks that didn't show up at all. You already know you're going to have a few here and there that kind of played a little scared. That's right. You heard me say it. Played scared. And this ain't the first game. We 3 games into this thing. And I'm going to tell you right now, some folks going to see this, they're going to get mad, but I'm telling you the honest to God truth. Sometimes you just got to call it the way you call it. And if you don't understand or don't like it, I understand that too. But guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. So, you know it's your favorite coach. He's back at it again, 10 toes down, but I'll tell you how it all went down. But first, welcome back to Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. And if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. That's right, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like these videos, comment on these videos, guys. Tap a friend, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Tell them to come on in. This party is live, guys. But guess what? Don't forget, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're just going to jump on in this thing because I got to tell you exactly what went down from my perspective. And I know you guys going to be like, Coach, come on, man. You've been a little brutal this week. No, I'm not, because it's time for it to be said. And I know a lot of you guys going to be like, Coach, man, okay, I get it, but why are you saying this now? Well, it needs to be said, guys. I'm just going to tell it to you just like that. But check this out, guys. When I tell you, everybody out there was trying to figure out if Quincy Casey is going to show up this week and ball. And that's exactly what he did. That young man let everybody know, hey, listen, don't count me out. Let me on in. Let me show you what I can do with this thing. Coach Prime, give me a chance and I can show you I can lead the daggone Jackson State Tigers football team up and down the field in the manner which we need to put some points on this board, man. And that's exactly what he did. But you know what? There's a couple times out there where some folks fell a little short on blocking, fell a little short on defense. The pointing, the arguing, the bickering out there on the field. A lot of times when all that bickering get to happening, you know what that means, right? Somebody is really scared to bust a move and do what they need to do, so we keep on going with this thing. And that's what the problem is here. And I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, Quincy Casey, man, when I say he showed him that he can be one of them grown men that's playing against some boys, that's exactly what he did. Because I'm telling you, this young man put Jackson State in a position to do some things, but he had me questioning a few things there towards the end of the second quarter when they couldn't move the ball. It's almost like they were stuck in mud. I'm like, guys, come on, get your feet out of the quicksand and just move this thing and do what we got to do and put some type of points on the board. You're too close, and you don't want to come back out at halftime and not move the ball, because remember, in the third quarter, Jackson State has been, oh my God, just disastrous in a few of these games here where they have not been able to put any points on the board. But I'm going to be honest with you. Casey showed up and he let him know. This young man, he threw the ball 47 times, completed 30 for 323 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, you got to have a couple of diamonds in the rough that's going to come out there and let you guys know, hey, where did this guy come from? Why haven't I seen this young man before? Guess what? Yeah, none other than, Mr. Warren Newman. Please come to the front of the room, son. I'm going to give you and Mr. Casey your flowers right now, because these 2 young men came out there and showed everybody, hey, look, they forgot about us. They think that, it's just these other guys that's over here playing. We're a complete team. There's a lot more of us out here that's ready to ball and are not scared to get out here and do the things that are required of us to put our team in contention to possibly win a game. And guess what? Mr. Newman said, yo, I can get out here and score too. You got the Alabama A&M receivers talking about they the best in the SWAC. But guess what? I can show you. I can put on a show too along with Mr. Casey. And guess what he did? He went ahead. He had 4 touchdowns. That's right. Mr. Newman had 4 touchdowns. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. 3 on receiving and 1 rushing. I mean, Jackson State, like I said, they opened up the playbook a little bit. They started, trying to finesse a few things here and there. They let everybody know, hey, look, you're going to have to get out of this thinking we're going to run the vanilla offense. You're going to just keep sending your daggone defenders at us, just blitzing us off the edges, whatever have you. Yeah, they did catch Jackson State slipping a time or two because, again, we playing scared. A few folks on the line was playing a little scared, missing blocks. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, I played the line. I know what I see, and trust me, I'm going to call it the way I see it. So if people don't understand that, I respect it, but respect where I'm coming from, too. When it comes that time, you got that dude standing in front of you. You need to point that dude out and say, hey, look, I got that dude. And go ahead and do what you need to do. But we didn't do that this time. We just sat back and just looked like, okay, you go help me? No, man, get the man. That's your man, so we can go ahead and run this play, dog. That's what we talking about, right? Okay, then. So we already know that didn't happen, not only on offense, but it happened on defense, too. I'm just like, guys, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, When Glass ran the ball, when Glass ran his rushing touchdown, did you see how big that hole was? That big was bigger than the daggone Grand Canyon. That's how wide that hole was. Why? Because you had a defender choose to go into the same gap as the inside defender that was going, and it was unnecessary. All you had to do was take on the man. The linebacker and the quarterback would have met up, and that's how we would have made the daggone play. But no. Again, we go back to trying to outthink what coach is trying to tell us to do, and that's where you heard Coach Prime snapping, talking about some folks playing scared, and they ain't them dogs. There you go. But let's go. Let's move on from that, because I can get stuck on that all day long. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. Santee Marshall for Jackson State, he said, hold up, I can ball just like everybody else did. He ran that ball 19 times for 126 yards with a touchdown as well. And you know what? Like I said, I give those three young men and a few of those other guys out there that were making plays for Jackson State credit to help their quarterback, who was out there starting for the first time, Casey, get this thing rolling. I mean, like I said, there was a few wrinkles here and there, but hey, listen, I'm about to jump on this defense right now. I know y'all like, come on, coach. Yeah, I told y'all in the daggone homecoming edition, the Jackson State homecoming edition, that that Akil Glass and them receivers going to be a problem if the daggone DBs for Jackson State did not step up and do what they need to do. I'm just like, oh, and you saw it, right? So here we go. You already saw Akil Glass, where if you didn't see it, go back and check it out. Back in 2019, he threw for 410 yards with 4 touchdowns against Jackson State in 2019. Now, what Akil Glass did to the defense this past year was just flat out disrespectful. I mean, this man threw the ball 40 times, completing 27 for 440 yards, 6 touchdowns, and had 1 rushing of his own. When I said to you before, Jackson State must box Quarles up. And I'm going to tell you right now, they did fine, but Quarles was still able to rush the ball 16 times for 86 yards, and he had 1 reception touchdown. And I'm just like, man, what more do you want? I mean, this is the thing. This is what got me the most. Now, Nugget, let these folks know, hey, look, I'm a baller. I'm out here to get mine. And if you gonna throw this ball over here on my side, you better believe I'm gonna get that bad boy. I'm gonna take it to the house. Keep playing with him. And, yeah, Glass tried him one time, and, he was able to break the pass up. He should have had that one. Nugget, you should have had that one, man. But it's all good. As long as you didn't let that receiver catch that pass, I'm fine. But I'm telling you now, Zabrian Moore, oh my God. The receiver crew for Alabama State, listen, when they say they was the best in the SWAC, they kind of showed us Saturday, they showed us against daggone Jackson State what they were talking about. And they took on the daggone competition that Jackson State had the better DBs that could cover Alabama A&M receivers. They like, wait a minute, no they can't. But you know what? Alabama A&M, they was able to plant their flag in the ground and say, hey, look, y'all got a DB over there, which is Nugget, that can go ahead and do his job. Everybody else, we're going to question what's going on with that. But, hey, listen, Zabrian Moore, he had 4 receptions for 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Halir had 6 receptions for 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Ibrahim had 5 receptions, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. Back in the defense has always been the strong suit for Jackson State to keep things in place. Now, Dahan Nugget Warren refused to let any receivers play that bombs over Baghdad on him. He wasn't letting it happen. He was not going to get bombed on by Akil Glass and allow him just to do whatever he wanted to do against Jackson State DBs, especially if they're throwing to his side of the ball. And I'm like, hey, I got to give this kid Nugget, I got to give him his flowers as well, because that daggone, listen, Alabama A&M punted the ball. Nugget said, hey, I ain't getting no action. I need to get some play in this daggone game. This man ran 10 yards to the other side of the field, and he took the punt away from his teammate and took their sucker up the sideline to get them good field position, only for them not to be able to do anything with it once again. Guys, Jackson State has some pieces in place. Coach Prime got his work cut out for him right now. He got to find out who's in and who's out. Yes, the theme is I believe. And like I said before, I don't think everybody believes you cannot go out here and play lethargic as you're playing right now. And like I said before, there are some folks out there playing scared, whether you want to hear it or not. This is not a shot. This is not being disrespectful. This is just calling it the way it's being seen. If you played this game before, or if you coached this game before, you know when people are stepping up to make plays, and you know when people are just not trying to do anything at all. Hell, there was a couple of folks on the other side of the ball that played scared as well. So I'm just saying, they are out there on the field, but guess what? These coaches are making changes because you have film to see what your players are doing out there on the field when you put them in position to do the things that they need to do in order for you to win the game, and they just refuse to do it, or they do the opposite, or they half-ass do it. Guess what? You know it's time to pull them out the game. And that's literally where this is at right now. There's going to be some changes that need to be made. Leave me a comment below and let me know. Do you think Jackson State will go above 500, or will they go below? Because this is the last game of the season for them. But until next time, guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. That's right, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like these videos, comment on these videos, share these videos. And not to mention, guys, don't forget, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. And remember, guys, be the one and lead.